Do you always pick the right winner? Do you always pick the right margins, the right players, and the right everything about a game of rugby, and then don't get the credit you feel like you deserve when the game's complete? Well, I've got news for you. Today, that all changes. It's time to put your picks on the line. It's time to put your team on the line as well. Join me on the Rugby World Cup Fantasy Team and Predictor Leagues and pitch yourself against the best we've got to offer. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby. A special short video today for you all out there who like to make the picks, who like to make those fantasy teams. Today, we've got 3 special leagues started up just for people like you. A fantasy league and 2 predictor leagues for the Rugby World Cup coming your way, ready for you to join. The first 2 will be taking place on the rugbyworldcup.com website, where they've got a fantasy team creator leagues and of course the predictor leagues for the upcoming Rugby World Cup tournament. Now, if you're already part of those, you can find all the links and the codes in the description to go and join up to my league and have your say and pit yourself against the best of the viewers from the channel, as well as myself as well, who is already there. The third one, we're going back old school, back to what I used to do for Super Rugby, back to good old SuperBru. We're going to be running a predictor league on there as well, a little bit different, but if you are still a SuperBru player, go join me on that one as well. If this is all a bit foreign to you, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, stick around and stay tuned and I'll explain exactly what is going on. So the good guys at the Rugby World Cup website have come up with both a fantasy team league and a predictor league, both of which you can join off their website. Just head to rugbyworldcup.com and you'll see a play heading at the top. Drop down from that and you'll see fantasy and you'll see predictor. You can join either, both, neither, or just one if you'd like as well. Today, we're going to be having a look at the Fantasy League and the Predictor League and just show you around what it's like, what you've got to look forward to, and what you need to do to get involved in these leagues. So the good guys that joined me on stream helped me pick my team for the Fantasy League a few days ago, so we'll be having a look at that first and foremost, and of course explaining some of the rules and how it exactly works. Simply put, the Fantasy team is just that. It's a team of 15 players you pick from around everyone in the Rugby World Cup. You pick your 15 players, you've got some limitations, you've got a currency, and you also have a limit of just 3 players from each nation. Then you can pick them throughout the whole lot, each position, of course props and hookers, locks, back rowers, scrum halves, fly halves, centres, and outside backs. Select your players, go from there. Then, when the matches take place, that's where you get the points. Scoring tries, making tackles, turnovers, not dropping the ball is always a good one, but you do lose points for things like that. Your players, as they play, will accumulate points, and then your points go up against everyone else who has picked a generally different team to yours. Here's a look at my team that I've picked for the opening round of the Fantasy League. You'll find all the rules, all the regulations, all the stipulations on the website, so check those out if you've still got a couple more questions, or of course, feel free just to drop in the comments, and everyone will try their best to help you out as much as they can. So my 15 players for the opening round are as follows. My 2 props are the 2 Springboks, Kitsoff and Maholbo. Provided they play, of course, we've still got a few days to go until the tournament actually does kick off. I've got Dan Sheehan, the Irish hooker, in between those 2 to complete my front row. Moving into the second row, we've got Jack Cornelison and Guido Petty, the Japanese player alongside the Argentinian Puma, for my locks. Moving into this back row, and this is where the points should surely fly in. Adi Savia, Josh van der Flair, and Jack Morgan. An All Black, an Irishman, and a Welshman. It sounds like the start of a bad bar joke, but it's just my back row, so nothing to get too excited about there. Moving into the back line, we've got a halves combination of Williams and Galbrisi, the Welshman and the Italian, going together there for my 9 and 10. Throughout the midfield, we've got Ringrose and Chukwueze. We've got another Irishman and an Argentinian pairing up at 12 and 13. And for my outside backs, so we have 2 wingers and a fullback. It doesn't have to be that way. You can go all wingers, you can go all fullbacks if you would like. I've got Ramos from France, I've got Ioane from Italy, and Capazzo from Italy as well. Good thing if you want a good tip about how to set up your team for this league, just look at who they're playing in the first round of matches and make sure you keep logging on, because that's when you can make transfers, unlimited amounts to prep yourself for the next round of games. So jump on, get yourself involved, and of course make sure to join our league, which is in the comments below, the link and the code, whichever way you like to do it. Come and join, hang out, and test yourself against not only the globe of players which are already on there, but also the viewers of the channel and myself. Now the Predictor game is the other one that they have on the Rugby World Cup website, exactly the same as SuperBru, so we'll go hand in hand for these as well, but both links in the description, so check them out if you want to be involved in both leagues. Now, Predictor, very simple. Predict the games, predict the results, predict the winner, predict the margin. That's all there really is to it, although the Rugby World Cup one has a few extra little tweaks and bits in here. You can pick the top try scorer for the tournament, the first try scorer for games, the leading point scorer, and of course you get bonuses for picking the eventual winner as well. But there's a lot to do, but it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. Go into the game, hit into there, pick the game you want to choose, pick your winner, pick your margin, grab a first try scorer, take a random stab, it could literally be anyone, throw the dart at the wall and grab yourself a chance at those bonus points. Do that for all the games and there you go. You've successfully navigated yourself around a Predictor competition for the Rugby World Cup. It's fairly simple, fairly self-explanatory, so get yourself involved, sign up, and of course, join the league down in the description below. Make sure you do that so you can test yourself against everyone when it comes to your picks and margins as well. SuperBru runs exactly the same. It's a simple thing, team versus team, pick your winner, pick your margin, and get points based on how close and picking the right teams and margins. Exactly the same as what you get here on the Rugby World Cup website. Feel free to join both or just the one if you want to keep things simple, like it could get a bit confusing to have 100 Predictor and Fantasy leagues running all over the place. But that's it, a nice short one, a simple one, just to explain to you how this works and what you got to do to get involved. It'll be great to get as many of you sign up as possible. Of course, there's links here and in the community tab that you can check out as well if you want to join up. And of course, make sure to put your comments in there. Join the Discord if you want to jump in the chat as well, and make sure you get a few kicks and boots in there if you do have a really good round on either league. It's always a good place to put the kick in to other people who are involved. And of course, if you want to chat live with most of the people who are already in the pool, make sure to come and join us live on stream where you can really make your claim as the elite picker of the channel fans. Thank you everyone for sticking around and checking out the channel. I hope you all can join up and have your say and have your picks and your leagues as well. Leave us your teams also in the Discord. Take a screenshot and chuck it up on the Discord for us to have a look at. It's always fun to see who people leave out, who they add in, and what they do to try and get the best blend of teams for the Fantasy League. But let me know what your thoughts on that are, and if you're going to get involved, and I'll see you out there on the paddock. The World Cup just days away now. Get there, get involved, join us, and I'll see you out there. Until then though, take care.